Again, welcome back for another daily Bind of Isaac with Pedants. It is February 9th, 2025. So I'm just checking my email here, checking to make sure my recording's going okay. It's recording, everything is all peachy keen. I got plenty of space for this. All right. Just wait for my email to load. What do we got here? Just different sales for clothes stores, stuff, whatever. I mean, I rolled in it like months ago, right? Just for any specials or something going on. They're kind of few and far between where the kind of stuff. Usually Black Friday or like holiday season stuff. You'll like Christmas and all that. You'll see some bigger bargains. Kane. All right. Drinking. Sorry. I've been sneezing the last hour or two after coming out exercising, and it's not a heart condition. Just believe me, that's not a heart condition. If it's a heart condition, I probably know. Or sometimes you don't, I guess, really know if it's a heart condition or not. In my case, it's like you go in the cold air, dry air, and then you go into like a warm environment, dry air, warm, cold, dry, not cold, dry. Cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm. And so it's like been aggravating my nose. And I get that rarely, so that's what's going on here. Doesn't happen all the time, but might be just less humidity in the air tonight. Now, yes, I do get like some heart palpitations, but I think that's normal. Like, I don't get like a bunch of it either. It's it's a combination of things, right? You could be dehydrated, it could be like a sleep, it could be just a whole bunch of things. It could be just more than just, oh, you got a heart attack or you got some kind of heart condition going on. No. Some people might have something like that, but not me. No. I eat healthy enough, and exercise and stuff, which I did some exercising tonight and all that. And yeah, it was better actually today. And I kind of wonder if it was a combination of hydration and sleep. I'm thinking it might be more towards sleep, but it could be water too, hydration. Because I was performing a lot better than I was the time before last week with running. Because the time, I think last week, I had actually less sleep. I might have been less hydrated, but because I'm trying to figure out why am I having issues with progress here and not there, And I think that's probably what it is. I'm definitely, wait a minute, we got a bunch of luck. What the fuck is this? This is a curated run, I just realized. Got the tooth shots and everything. What is this day today? Curated. Come on now. I'm trying to look up on Google. I kept it in my favorites tab here. List of curated dailies. I know it's National Pizza Day today. National Toothache Day. It's another one of these. Okay. I know it's National Pizza Day today. Toothache Day today? What the fuck? Okay. Does that coincide with the National Pizza Day then? Getting a toothache because you're eating too much sweets pizzas? The conspiracy. Fortunately, I don't get so much tooth sensitivity. I might get a little bit. Not what I used to be, where it's like I wasn't taking care of my teeth and getting the proper dental visits and all that stuff. But I used to have more of it, but not so much. I think when you take care of your teeth after, having issues with them before or whatever, I think you regain some of that, sensitivity back or whatever, like you don't like have it hit you as much. I mean, your mileage may vary, of course. I mean, you might be just far into things, or it just depends on a whole lot of circumstances, right? But for me, it's like it was it wasn't super bad, fortunately. I know someone who have it so bad that they just wince in pain by eating ice cream. Like, that's where you take things way too far with something like that, you know? And so, yeah, it's... in that kind of circumstances, like... I don't even know what you do at that point, right? Really, right? Like... with something like that going on. Looks like I got like a fucking lockjaw or something going on there. Yeah, I really don't know what I would do with myself at that point with having that kind of sensitivity. Like, how do you even fix that? I mean, you can't do a whole lot with exposed nerves, right, in your mouth? With the damaged teeth and everything, revealing your gum line and all that. I mean, there's surgical things, but, like, does your insurance cover that? Probably not. It'd be like... because, like, sometimes insurance... I mean, there's a lot of shittiness with it, depending on what it is and their circumstances, of course. But, like... in some instances with insurance, it's like... oh, that was fucked. I did not mean to do that. You have to have, like, a healthy standard level, right? It's kind of hard to describe. Like with the dental stuff, they have, like, dental or overall health for insurance stuff. You have to have a certain level of healthy, like, lifestyle stuff going on, right? Like, they might do an assessment to see if, like, you are... what you're saying is true with your health assessment or something they might review to see if you're keeping up with the trends. And then also you have a physician or a dental provider that would also have on record if you've been keeping up with your dental stuff and whatnot, right? You're staying true to the word that you're providing your insurance company and all that. And that's understandable, right? Really, like, in some cases, because it's like, if you're, like, eating a bunch of pop and soda and all sorts of shit, right? Like, sugary stuff that ruins your teeth. You just do it all the time consistently, and you're overweight and everything, and you're going to get dental visits. I mean, it's like... another one of these. All right. We'll come back for that. Then it's like kind of the thing of like, well, what's the point of going to the dental office if you're deteriorating much faster than what they could do to help remedy the problem, right? Because a lot of the dental stuff, it's up to the individual to keep up with the trends, flossing, brushing, whatever else, right? Limiting sweets. Of course, yeah, speaking from experience, after drinking like 3 cases of Pepsi recently, haven't you? Yeah, but like, but I'm not doing it consistently all the time, right? That's just like a stint. I have 4 cans left and I still haven't touched it. So I have some level of control, self-control, right? Now, I used to be where I didn't have that kind of self-control and I kept eating shit like all the time and drinking soda. Now, that wasn't good. Of course, in those days, I wasn't going to the dentist either. Amongst other things, exercising and whatever, right? So, I was definitely not on the healthy side. I was definitely overweight too. So, it's like... and I wasn't doing much to, like, remedy the problem. Until I decided to do something about it. Now that took bravery. Bravery? No, it's self-responsibility, motherfucker. Trying to help yourself, motherfucker. Don't you see, motherfucker? But yeah, I mean, insurance, like I said, I'm not gonna go too far in the insurance stuff, but like it's a very complicated thing. Very complicated. It's a whole sticky mess. I wish it was simpler. I wish things are simpler. Anyways, how's this run? Well, the 2 shots make it a big difference. That's for sure here. It's ironic. I'm talking about dental stuff, and it's another one. Holy shit. I shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be buying things. No, my points. But my dental, I remember years ago getting checked out in the dental office and all that. They were actually impressed that my teeth didn't get as bad as it was, since I hadn't seen a dentist since '08. I mean, which is it's actually a big shock too to me as well, because like I used to eat just crap and drink like a bunch of soda and everything. Wasn't brushing so much or anything. It's weird. Like, I guess I had more resiliency. Maybe that, and it's like I was younger, so maybe there was more of that too, of being resilient. Your body's more resilient with that stuff. I'm not advising you to experiment on yourself with that, because teeth are precious. Precious. Also, we got like Mega Satan and all that we got to do, and we got like the knife and flight. Like, that is fucking huge. Oh, also, talk about Pizza Day and all that, right? I see someone had a photo they posted on Snapchat about Happy National Pizza Day. And I seen, like, in the corner of the photo, it's like a dog, like, coming up to them underneath a chair or something, smelling the meats, hamburger and bacon. Of course the dog is going to gravitate to that. I'm not, like, shaming the dog. I mean, that's just a natural thing. It craves the meats. And I do, too. Which, by the way, I had a New York strip last night, right? It's been a number of months since I had it. It's not often to have New York strips or anything in a restaurant. And I had 2 baked potatoes. And, of course, the potatoes I regretted, because, like, of course they made me full. And I had a creme brulee. And by the time I got to, like, somewhere else, of course, like, it didn't take long, but that fullness went away completely. I could eat more, but I'm not. Like, the exorbitant amount of food I ate there. It was crazy. Was it good? I mean, yeah, but is it worth going back there for that kind of dining experience? No. No, it would not be. I've been to better upscale places than that tasted better, and it was actually cheaper too. But for the area, it was reasonable, right? It was a smaller town, of course, but it was reasonable for quality. Would I say the same thing about the price? No. They had a bottle of wine for $599, and it was just a blend. I didn't know much of it until I talked to somebody about it. It's like, yeah, it's just a blend. So it's not that great. So it's not worth the cost. Unless I want to flop my money around or something, I am not going to buy it. Like, hey, can I have your most expensive bottle of wine? They had a whole list of wine, too. You could either buy in a bottle. Oh, we just killed the shit out of him. You either buy it from the bottle or a glass. In many instances, you have to just buy the bottle. Versus other ones, you either could buy a bottle or buy a glass. I would just prefer the glass, really. Cheaper, of course, and it's like... Because here's the thing with wine, right? It changes season by season with flavor. Like... That's why I don't get wine every year from, like... like a couple of wineries I typically go to, right? Because I want to sample it first, because they change every year. They really do. They could be like a very stark difference between one year and another. And it's a whole bunch of factors. You know, how much rain they got, the soil quality, you know, how the crops yielded, the processing with fermentation, and, you know, there's a whole bunch of things, a plethora of things, right, with wine. And so for me to buy a $599 bottle of wine without sampling it, right, I can't do. I mean, I still won't even buy the bottle of wine unless, like I said before, flaunted money, but show it off and all that. But it's I have to sample wine before I even decide to get it or not, right? I can't just go out on my limb and be like, oh, this is going to be good stuff. How am I going to know unless I've sampled it? Yeah, you might have like a reputable brand or whatever, let's say. But you got to know if they're good or not. I mean, unless you got cat piss like Budweiser or something, where it's consistent with it being just god-awful. That's just my opinion with it, of course, because I've had it years ago. But like when it comes to wine, it's more sensitive with flavor changes, of course. Budweiser is just consistent with cat piss flavor for me, at least. How you know cat piss tastes like? I don't know. Like, I think people drinking cat piss over the ages and probably know what cat piss tastes like, and they talk about cat piss being like Budweiser or whatever. I mean, it could be just like a analogy of it, but I don't know. But the point is, I want to sample it before I have it. Now, some options, like if you want to buy like Angry Orchard or something, you have to buy the bottle, of course, if you're out at a bar or something, which is fine. It's actually reasonable, really, because you're not buying like a 6 or 12 pack, right? Just to sample it. It's like, you know, buying like what? The Sugar Pepsi, where it's like I have to buy the pack in order to sample it. Which I bought it because it's not really so much the sampling, it's just it's real sugar, and I like Pepsi. So that's different. And it's pretty consistent with the flavor too. It's not like something where a slight change in the atmosphere, or not atmosphere, but you know, a slight change in soil or whatever would you know, do something with the flavor or whatever. Oh yeah, we got that thing, don't we? I forgot we picked up that thing. So we actually gaining familiars, have a chance to each time we play this. But yeah, I get it because I like it. It's been consistent with the flavor Pepsi has. So Pepsi's different, right? It's not wine. It's not alcohol. Though it could probably be, you know, if they wanted to. I mean, after all, there's Mountain Dew, like, beer or whatever it was out there right now. Which is gluten, of course, but I can't have it. And now you got THC drinks. Now, I prefer my alcohol, thank you very much. I like my own kind of buzz. I like the classics. Right? I like the alcohol. I like the nicotine in my cigarettes. I don't smoke or chew, by the way, but I like, I don't need vapes. I got cigarettes. That's the classics. My cancer sticks. We got another familiar. We got another little doodad. Spectral Tears does not do anything for me. Oh my goodness, look what he did. Hourglass. More like no. More like snooze glass. We got a skedaddle to Boss Rush. We're running behind schedule, way behind schedule. Would I ever try a THC drink or whatever? I don't know, man. Like, that's a weird pioneering of things. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine, but like, you know, I like to keep classics, right? Alcohol and alcohol and that's cigarettes. I was joking about the cigarettes. Coffee. It's interesting, you're looking at things now where it's like, Gen Z, that's the predominant generation right now. The youth these days, they gravitate more towards vaping, energy drinks, and THC stuff, right? Like THC drinks and everything. Like that's where it's marketed to, of course. Me, it's like, well, I'm old school. Like my parents and grandparents. Oh, coffee. Oh, alcohol. Grandmother would ask me about getting her some a thing of peppermint schnapps to drink in her coffee and all that. Which I did off and on. I mean, she wasn't an alcoholic or anything, thank goodness, but it's just a leisurely thing. I've talked to someone about it too. It's like they think that people drink alcohol are alcoholics. Like, no, that's not how that works. Just because you drink alcohol doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. If that was the case, I'd be shit-faced drunk every day. And I would not have a good time. Like, I've been drunk enough times to where it's like, and I've been sick a couple occasions of drinking a little too much, to where it's like, I know I don't enjoy any of that. I don't enjoy that at all. I don't do challenges. Like, I see drinking challenges on YouTube, like the Isaac stuff or whatever. Like, that's their own thing. That they're adults. They do what they want and need to do and whatever, right? Me, it's like I'm not kind of in that camp for myself. I do drink leisurely. I might overindulge to get drunk, but it doesn't happen often. But it doesn't make me an alcoholic, okay? All right, we gotta get scooting. I gotta, skip on a lot of the next floor. Because we gotta get the Hush too, not just Boss Rush. Mm-hmm, that's right. Well, we could probably take this with us. Lucky we found it here, because we're gonna go on a dead end, especially. I don't know. It's interesting how things shift, right? Coffee and cigarettes, alcohol, into THC drinks, vapes, energy drinks. I mean, I've tried my first time I tried an energy drink was, it would have been 2014. I tried, Red Bull. It might have been 2014 my first time. Maybe not. And I was hoping that would keep me awake for the drive or something somewhere. Can we do better than this? I think we can. And it didn't. Spoilers. Could I drink coffee? At the time, I was picking a coffee still. So that's a shock, right? Yeah. Well, that was sure something. I guess we'll just take whatever. Yeah, I was picky with coffee then. Well, when I was a kid, to be fair, my grandmother was wanting me to try some coffee, and I did, and I didn't like it. And that's what tamed my experience. Folgers. Shout out to Folgers. And now I can drink the stuff if I wanted to. I'm drinking all kinds of coffee from everywhere, right? Hotels, motels, small town restaurants, big restaurants. I've had all the coffee. Perkins, I I've drinking a lot. Of course, your taste buds change over time, so it's actually, you know what? We're not gonna have to worry about getting to boss rush, huh? Or hush so much. I think we're fine. Oops. Use our knives to be our guide. Be our guest with our knifey guests. Oh, this one's gonna slow me down a little bit. Mainly because this guy wants to stay underground. And we just beat it! Come on, thick fly. With your damnedest of lies. That was fast as fuck. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. Oh, this room. Yeah. Edmund! Get rid of that room too, please. The infamous room. I think I've probably died a couple occasions in that room. At least. Look at that. Precious poops. No, your points. Dark Bomb. I don't think I want you. Why'd I do that for? Because you could get chaos cards, silly. He knew what he was doing, wasn't he? He cheated. No, I had no clue. Chaos card, though. We could just kill Hush in the second phase, like, immediately. I'm fine with that. Mega Satan will be faster, of course, killing them regularly. So, Hush, that's a little bit of a different story. We'll take that. And we'll take that. And we'll take this. Bedazzled. We are bedazzling now. I took the, there's options because of, well, the Hush floor is going to give us more options. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, if we're not going to Hush, I would not have taken it. That's a fact. A fact of the matter. The fact of the ladder. Rose, such a clatter company. Motherfucker. Okay. This is where it gets tricky with boss. Not boss rush. Secret room stuff. Oh no, my lost shield's gone. I'm gonna die as a lost. That's what we need is the Tata characters for the dailies. Just something extra hard, right? Especially like 10 and Lost. You know how many people will lose those dailies? I think partly the reason why they don't do that is because it'd be too hard, especially if you're trying to get those achievements that are tied to the dailies. I think that's the part of the reason. I don't know, like, I never bothered looking up the reason behind that exactly. Why they do what they do. But, oh, there's that guy. Yeah, it's funny, he didn't show up at the shops. That I recall. Where the fuck is my super secret room? I'm getting pissed. I think I checked down here, didn't I? I think I did. And, okay, and how about up here? All right. We don't need you. I don't want that. I want free chests. All right. Might as well. We still got to kind of scoot, though, because... Yeah. All that fun stuff. I was actually asking someone tonight about the THC drinks. Oh, there's another full card? I just realized I have another one. About like, does it give you like a buzz like alcohol does? It's like, no. It's a different kind of buzz with it. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not familiar with this stuff, so. Holy shit, that was a missile! We've been fucking shot at. Get down, Mr. President! I think that was from Air Force One, wasn't it? Maybe not. It had that it had that scene in the end of there. The Harrison Ford character is like, "Get off my plane," and then he's like deploys the parachute, and then the parachute, like, of course, pulled back, and it ends up breaking the guy's neck, and then he's just like floating dead in the sky. That was pretty classic with that. I never actually bothered sitting down and watching it start to finish. I just seen bits and pieces over the years on TV. I saw like the ending the most with it. I didn't get around to just watching it regularly. Get down, Mr. President. It's probably not that from that film. It's possibly a different one. Man, we got so much money in this game. Virtual currency, am I right, fella? Gen Zers out there getting that cryptocurrency booty. You know, I will get cryptocurrency eventually, right? I gotta get myself like a cold storage wallet, of course. I'm not putting it into Coinbase or PayPal. I mean, I'm going to have to probably use one of those services to buy it, but I'm definitely, I mean, as long as I get able to transfer it from one of them. And then just transfer it immediately. I mean, that's how it's going to be. You going to get the Dogecoin? Probably not, no. There's such hype over the years with Dogecoin. Like, they had a thing I remember seeing years ago about some NASCAR driver had, like, the Dogecoin decal on their, oh, yeah, wait a minute. Oh, we have the negative, I just realized. Had the Dogecoin set up on their car or whatever the deal was. The Linger Bean came back, guys. Lingering in my soul. They had that, and... like, I remember seeing that. I think that might have been my first exposure to it. It's seeing something of that. Like, they're trying to, like, some users are trying to push pretty hard with the Dogecoin stuff, right? It's like, you know, Elon Musk, you know, talked about the Doge stuff. You know, that was years ago. The Dogecoin, that should drive the price up, and it didn't. It was brought up at a, what was it? Some kind of a convention thing or whatever. It was somewhere where it was significant to where people were thinking that it was brought up there, that it would, like, hype it up enough to bring the cost of Dogecoin up or something. And it didn't. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I need to get the fucking boss, hush. I'm fucking around here. We got like a double trouble thing. I don't care. Die. Oh, I got snot everywhere. Son of a bitch. Maybe you should invest in Dogecoin. I gotta get the fucking Kleenex. Well, no, not Kleenex. It's gotta be toilet paper rolls, because all I have is, like, ironically, toilet paper or paper towels. I need to get a box of Kleenexes. My trifecta of paper. Triforce of paper. Now, it's like... oh, all right. If you insist, I guess we'll get this. Now the price, I don't think the price really get up with that. It's like Dogecoin is still around to buy, but it's not up in the levels of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So they got weird ones, right? All these different coins and stuff I was seeing over the years. I mean, Trump's got one. what was it, Melania? Not Melania. I'm thinking of fucking Elden Ring. Whatever her name is. You got that one. I assume it's real or any of these. And then you got like the Hawk Tour Girl or whatever, and then there was a whole thing with the pump and dump with that. See, I'm just more and more skeptical over the years as I've seen more pump and dumps, like, or rug pulls or whatever. Very skeptical. Like, I can go for Bitcoin, right? I'm obviously not buying a whole Bitcoin unless I just, like, sell my fucking liver or something, or I more my liver, I guess. Based on black market rates. Source, I'm not going to tell you. I really don't know what the cost is for black market organs. Neither should you, to be honest. Nobody should. I don't know, man. Like, you hear like the Trump coin, and you know, then it's like, oh, Logan Paul's doing something with the coins, and it's like, oh, there's this person doing it. Like these influencers, it's usually just influencers, right? And then, you know, eventually it'd be either a rug pull or it just goes under or both, you know? Or someone buys the majority of it at a pre-sale, which means it's like, well, with a pre-sale, it means like someone bought like a big stake of it, right? Before it even goes public for people to buy. And so, I mean, that's a high tip that there's going to be a rug pull. Usually that's what it means. Oh, we got a golden shell. Where the fuck is... What kind of a spawning rate is that, by the way? What's the odds with that? Maybe... I wonder. Now I'm curious here. Because now it got me to thinking. Because I know with the key, it's got a hidden effect, right? It's like... What is it? 1.5 or 2% increased chance per piece to get you an eternal hard drop. And I kind of wonder what the key pieces do when it comes to holy chests. Let's see something here. Holy chest. Isaac. Now I'm very... Okay, you know, I wish they have like a proper name for these chests. I mean, they do, but I would think it would be called a holy chest, right? Lock chest. What the fuck is it called? Couldn't you give me a table of contents? Wikipedia. Well, not Wikipedia, you know, it's like a wiki for Brian of Isaac. The thing's still out of date. Very in detail, don't get me wrong, but holy shit, come on now. I don't even see it on the list. What the hell? Did I overlook it? Key piece. I'm curious. Mega Satan Key Isaac. I wonder. .5 chance of converting red hearts into eternal hearts. It stacks with key piece too, so it's 2.5% chance for each key piece. Increases the chance of finding an angel room. Well, yeah, I know that. Unlocks the golden gate. Yeah, I know that. It doesn't say anything here. I mean, sometimes you have hidden effects and they don't put in the wiki. Like, I found occasional stuff. Like, there was something with, like, a familiar item. And you... Oh, yeah, the fly item, I think it is, to make your flies bigger. And when you have like a certain one fly orbital, it actually goes much slower instead of like the same rate as it normally is. Like that kind of had an effect. Like these weird little niche things, right? Like there's so much synergies. Like it's kind of hard to keep track unless you're just really looking for them. But even that, it's like, it's, holy shit, you gave me a quarter. You just handing me money. God bless. But you just, that's the thing. It's like, you just, is that another, I was going to say it. That's another freaking whatever card. I shouldn't be doing this now I think about it, but try to see if I can like get more familiars. But like, I imagine there's more stuff out there for synergies and whatever than what is discovered, you know, put in these wikis. I keep finding different things too over the years, and it just keeps growing, especially when they keep updating the game too. It's crazy the amount of like synergies and little secrets and stuff like that. Like the key thing I didn't know about with getting Eternal Heart drops increase, I didn't know about that until last year. And I've been playing this game for like years. And so, let's see. I think maybe we can just play around a little bit more here, huh? I don't think we're going to worry so much about dying from Hush. Food item, that's more like plays. I know my, like, points are gonna be bastard-sized here, but it's fun! Alright. Actually, let's get, alright, let me get these two here. But anyways, having said that with, the coins and stuff, it's like, you know, one of the biggest things when it comes to like investing, also by the way, apply head on to the forehead. Freaking guy yeeted. I yeeted and skeeted. I might get into that. Is, well, one of the biggest investment classic rules, of course, is don't put money you can't afford to lose. I mean, that's a big one, right? Stocks, whatever. Commodities, coins, I mean, Pokemon cards, whatever, right? When it comes to like investing or doing whatever, right? Preserving your wealth or build wealth or whatever. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Just kind of throw that out there. I'm not giving you financial advice. You know, like, it's bad enough I'm not great with all kinds of math. I think a lot of people are like that too, but at least I know more than enough required for like a cash register or something, right? Thank God. But yeah, that's kind of the general rule really, is like, don't put a bunch in there and expect like, you know, it could be there tomorrow or not. Oh, like you have a stock in AMC. Look, it's one stock, right? It was like $4. I know nothing's gonna really come of it, right? If I lose the stock, I lose the stock. Goes down to like 10 cents or something like that. Like, I'm not. Oh, why'd you put it in there? You know. It's a meme stock. Yeah, it is. I'm not expecting anything to come out of it. I looked at history over the years with that AMC stuff and how it's being hyped up to be like the next like GameStop stock or whatever. It's not gonna come to that. They're so knee deep and shit. And you might be wondering, well, why throw $4 in the piss wind? Just random, I guess. It's money I can afford to lose. $4 fucking bucks, you know? Like, maybe the off chance that maybe I get a little bit more out of it, $10 and just cash out. You know? So be it. Now I suggested Bitcoin for myself. Not a lot of Bitcoin, of course, but because, I mean, it's been around the longest. I know there's probably going to be some kind of a rug pull eventually. Not right now. Most of the time in the video it happens, and then it'd be like, you know, this age like milk kind of concept. Or it happens further in the future. Worst case scenario, yeah, I'll lose the money, but not like an exorbitant amount of it. Unless I build a bunch of wealth from it for years, and then it's just like it goes under completely, and then it'll be like, I'll be probably more devastated. But no, I'm not gonna be putting it into like meme coins, you know? I don't care who the influencer is or whatever, like, I'm stickler with that. I'm not putting money into someone that talks about spitting on somebody's thing. I don't trust you, I'm sorry. And Twitter's got a lot of those coins, right? Advertisements and comments at times. Oh yeah, get this X coin. This weird name. It's a bunch of bots. There's a bunch of bots on Twitter that would just hype it up. Even the trending like lists for certain things, like in the tech section and stuff like that, a bunch of it. Bots like agreeing. I even seen like recently, right? So like this is a kind of a fairly new thing too with YouTube. Fairly new, I say. It's been going on the last few years. It's like you have comments, right? It's usually investor videos or something kind of similar, where it's like you got someone in the comments, and it kind of alludes to like, oh yeah, I make about $80-something thousand, you know, whatever a year, you know, in retirement, kind of like this subtle surface story thing, right? Like they don't tell you about links to go to or tell you the company or anything right up front, right? It's a very screwed up and yet clever scheme, I call it, where it's we could probably get conjoined. Hell yeah, brother. Where it's like, so then it looks like on the surface like, all right, it doesn't look like a scam or anything, but it's highly rated, so that's a suspicion number one with it I had. Suspicion number two, there's a whole unusual conversation talking about like this relevancy of this thing, right? Of this like whatever it is. This retirement. Like it's like kind of poking and prodding with it, right? With this scheme. Like, you know how there were back in the, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but back in the 2010s, there used to be a thing on YouTube and other platforms where they were trying to like hint towards like this missing link to something with finances or whatever, where it's like, oh, I'll tell you how to, you know, do X thing, da. You know, it changed my life, da. And they kind of look, sound like they're going to reveal something, and then they don't, and they kind of keep pulling you and pushing you and pulling you and pushing you, right? And so they kept doing that, and then they don't tell you shit at the end of it, and they want you to buy their ebook or whatever, or a free mailing list, and do a seminar or something, right? So that kind of thing. And so there was kind of an allusion to that, like kind of a similarity to that, I mean, with these YouTube comments I was coming across, especially recently. And so they're going back and forth. These all are obviously bots talking to one another, right? All full of shit. Anyways, and they all like in the comments, this whole mass liking thing. But then eventually it comes around to like, you know, they mention the company name eventually further down in the comments, not immediately to catch on to be a scam. But the way they portray it's a scam. And I think I might have seen it on Facebook. And it's hyped up with that, obviously. inflated with it. They're been getting more cleverer with those scams. That's for sure. Those people and stuff, scammers. I couldn't even believe my fucking eyes with the whole NFT thing, right? I'm not talking about something in sports or whatever it was, right? I'm talking about like non-fungible tokens, I think it's called. That blew my fucking mind when I first found out about it in 2020. About like, yeah, owning a virtual JPEG that costs money. It's yours. Well, what drives up the cost to it? Nothing. Speculation that we created, right? And nothing drives it up. We just drive up the price and its own kind of rarity. This one's got a party hat, you know? And the people that were making money off of it already had like a bunch of capital anyways, like just millions of dollars already on hand. And so it's like they have the money and influence to like spur this on. So it's like the average person's not going to be able to sell like NFTs like these people, like the Yacht Apes or anything. So it's like, I mean, you might maybe make something, I guess, possibly, but like you're not gonna make as much as like these people that already have a bunch of money and riding on yachts, and you could only have yacht parties if you bought like a, you know, $20,000 or $40,000 or whatever $1,000 JPEG. And yeah, it just blew my mind. You know, it's your money too. Like, I'm not saying like go against it, you know, it's your choice whether to like buy it or something. But for me, it's like, you know, that's just a scam against people and taking vulnerabilities with them to like go invest into something that has no future. Even Nickelodeon was doing it. And Macy's. That's another thing that blew my mind with the Macy's parade, like 2020 and 2021. I saw like something online about, almost got that damn thing. I'm like, what? Like, if I buy an NFT or something, right? Like, what the fuck do I do with it? Like, oh yeah, here guys, here's the NFT I bought from OpenSea or whatever. Wow. You know, Logic says it's like, wow, you could just show me the picture of it instead of like pulling up your account and then, you know, showing it from the website. Couldn't you just download it? That's what I get. That's what I get with the NFT people is like, NFT creators is like, how dare you download my JPEG? I did it because it was free. 197th place. I mean, yeah, I mean, they had the whole people going out, downloading like databases of the pictures because it's all exposed, and it was all on like Google Drive and everything on OpenSea. And then OpenSea keeps getting hacked and stuff. Like, no. I mean, you can even buy like cold storage wallets where you can store your NFTs on, which is crazy. I mean, I don't know how you really see it in full color and everything because it's like weird with that. I mean, I guess they have to put it as an option because it's tied to the cryptocurrency stuff, right? The crypto system. I don't know. I don't think NFTs are so much popular anymore as what it was in 2020. The hype around it stuff. No. But like I said, like, you know, it's your choice. It's your money, of course, to do what you want with it. But you want to be careful with cryptocurrencies and NFTs and stuff because, you know, I know there's a lot of vulnerable people out there who are looking for some kind of an answer, a quick answer to get them financially fixed. And I feel like that's kind of a form of gambling if they overindulge or something like that, you know? Especially with the stake stuff I've seen with Twitter where it's like got certain accounts, they put stake labels on there on meme videos. And it's encouraging gambling. It's crazy. You know, the loot boxes and everything. So, anyways, we got pretty decent ranking there. Whoops, whatever. Pretty decent ranking with that tonight. I mean, yeah, it's going to be lower than what it was, but for that rank and what we did, it wasn't terrible. Anyways, that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.